All right, we are here for episode 1 of the We Ate That podcast. We got boy Croc here. Say hello.
Hello, hello.
So,
Only
episode
took
1.
80%.
Yeah, only took 80. Yep. So, first episode, beginning of the boot camp season for Big Juice. Exciting because we got new teams. And you said that you have not really seen any teams at all, yeah?
No, the only one I've seen is Biff's.
Okay. So we both know Biff's because Biff spoiled it to me after the draft. And he said one team name. And so I was uploading the images for all the teams without the coaches' names. And so I saw the one Mon, so I do know Biff's team. And I'm spoiled a little bit, like with a little bit here and there. Oh, wait. I just messed up my audio. Okay, I think that's back. I messed up the audio. I'm pretty sure I spoiled a little bit. Like, Tanner said something in the general chat that I happened to see for someone else's team.
Yeah, I saw the trades and like the
Okay.
trade chat. So I've seen a little bit of that as well.
And I totally, like, just marked as read and just, I haven't seen anything outside of a quick image, I think, of someone calling fraud of today's trade. So we'll go through that and see what people
Right.
said. But we have 12 teams, and I'm ready to kind of get into it. You ready to see the first team?
Oh yeah, hit me with it.
All right, first team is up on the screen. Heatran, Gothitelle, Donphan, Overquill, Terra Lucario, Mega Sceptile, Thundurus Incarnate, Tapu Fini, and Frostlass. And I already know whose team this is based on cooking way before the season started and talking within the rule set. Do you know whose team this is?
I have not the slightest clue, but I love Mega Sceptile, so
Yes.
props to them.
I really didn't pull up a doc for like ranking these, which is fine. I'll kind of do that now. But so then I won't say who, even though I knows who this is. But when talking, oh wait, no, it has my thing in the background. There we go. Get that out of here. So when cooking up, I remember we're talking with this person for this team. Heatran, Mega Sceptile, Fini are a amazing combo.
Yeah, really good 3-mon cord for sure.
Yeah, you talk about when people wanted the Fairy Dragon Steel, whatever, the Fire Water Grass, you kind of got all that. 6 in one
Yeah.
core.
I mean, that's definitely what I thought of first, is just Heatran and Sceptile. I didn't even consider Fini. Just covered each other's weaknesses very well.
Mm-hmm.
First thoughts on the team, though. You have 1 immunity to Earthquake, and then your resist is Sceptile, which isn't necessarily known for its bulk. So, like, a really strong ground type is pretty scary for this team.
Yes, that's for sure. I would also say that this would have to use a lot of air balloon strats.
Yeah, I would agree.
Um,
I love Overquill as a mon, but I feel like it and Donphan are filling the same role, except Overquill doesn't have rapid spin.
I mean, I get that, but I think Overquill's such a good mon.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Let's see. Can I remember speed tiers off the top of my head? Mega Sceptile is super fast, 145, I believe. What's after that? Frostlass at 110?
Isn't Thundurus like one?
That sounds right. I can pull up Showdown on the side.
Because I think all the
Frostlass 110, Thundurus 111. Okay.
Thundurus 111. Okay.
It's not terrible.
Nice.
Fini's probably like 90 or 70 or something. Luke's like 90. Okay, so massive drop off after Sceptile, Thunder, and then so like a Cinderace type mon will kind of eat this team
Yeah.
alive, like a Gren, Torrentee kind of deal.
Oh God, Gren would be
Yeah.
pretty rough for this team
Yeah.
for sure.
But we do have to take into consideration Gothitelle can now Shadow Tag. So against this team, if you're
Ooh.
scared of that ground type, your ground type has to run Shed Shell. Can't run Band because Gothitelle comes in, it's bulky, physically yours, Spadef to take it, kill it, and you're no longer ground weak.
That's true. Yeah, you could even like perish trap yourself and just take that trade. Like if you're
Oh,
that
that's
scared,
fire,
like,
actually. Yeah.
right? Like, all right, bro, we're both going down, but without this ground type, my team cooks.
That's fire, yeah. And yeah, once the ground type's down for each matchup, best of one, your ground type's gone.
Yeah. Issue is like, I feel like a lot of the physical ground types, at least, have been given like a knockoff, which Gothitelle isn't the biggest fan of. It's not gonna straight up die to it if it's not stab, but
Yeah, I feel like if
is-
that's the case, like a Tusk kind of deal, you may just run like physical bulk with Colbur and try to KO it then at that point. Then as long as you don't die from Colbur knockoff plus Headlong Rush, you could kind of work things
yeah,
out.
yeah, you'd have to build for that.
I mean, it's
But-
cool. I like I'm kind of I know that the captain, so it's kind of interesting. I do think that the team's okay. I think like middling team. I'm hoping we see better teams. That's my hope.
I would agree with that. It's by no means a terrible team, but if there weren't better ones, I would definitely be a little disappointed. Is like rude, but like yeah, disappointed. It's
Right.
like it's not bad, but it definitely. I feel like you just have to play really well with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it 7, middle of the pack, and then we'll move it if
That's
we need
fair.
to. Because we don't really know anything else. Okay, next team on is. Oh, I did see this team as I was loading up these images. You gotta be kidding me! Screw whoever did this. And you know what? I
Yeah,
I hate this. I hate this so much. I hope you lose every single game. I hope you lose every single game because this is so stupid. And you know what? The more I think about it, this is JC. Because I think JC came in
Yes.
last minute. He likes Mega Scizor, he likes bug type Pokemon, and he's just picked that because he's just want to screw around. And that's just so annoying.
spoilers. You're right. I forgot that I knew this team because the only reason I know it is because Biff told me it was like, yeah, JC has Terry and Megan. I was like, oh, cool. I had fun with it or whatever. Did not know he went mono bug.
Bro, you got Terra Scolipede right there. The disrespect.
Hey, bro, he saw what I was cooking last season.
Scolipede's way better.
I don't know about way better. They're both good, but Scolipede was a demon for sure.
Yeah, I
I don't know what to say about this team. It's a monotype team. Like against good players, it's gonna get cooked. Against the new players, it might do.
No, it's Bug. It's the worst type.
It is the worst type.
It loses to
he's got
Heatran.
some-
Where does he kill Heatran?
CC from Scizor. Buzzwole Drain Punch.
Yeah. HP Fire from Gothitelle destroys Scizor.
Oh yeah, Gothitelle is fucking eating this team. Actually, no. Fucking Gothitelle is gonna take a lot of damage.
Nah,
I
dude.
don't know. It's a monotype.
I
Put it
hate
at the
this. I hate
bottom
this.
and
Yeah,
we
I
can
hate this.
move it
I hate
if-
this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this so much. It pisses me off.
Just put monotype at the bottom, and if there's somehow a worse team.
All right, next team.
Oh my god.
Okay, top 2. This is Tanner's team.
Oh, this is, I know who the fuck this is. Yeah.
This-
That's
this-
not Darkrai Slither. That's Tanner.
No, so Darkrai Slither is not like that bad. Like it's not guaranteed Tanner's team, but Slitherwing second pick. That's what makes
Second
it.
pick.
That's what makes it
Yeah.
Tanner's team.
So he's going screens, sticky web, and then psychic terrain with Terra Armor Rouge.
Mhm.
Like he's got some crazy strats. My worry is he's doing too many things. If he's able to identify which one is the best bring that week, this team can absolutely cook. Because my god, that's a team.
Yeah, it's kind of Tanner's MO to kind of bring multiple or draft multiple things to try to bring it into
Mm-hmm.
the set.
Oh, I remember.
Let's see. Darkrai 125, Galvantula, 110, 115. Is that
115,
right?
I think.
Gal?
I'm not.
108.
Oh
Okay,
wow.
Zygarde's definitely more than that. Yeah, 115. Okay. And then after that, okay, so he does have okay speed tiers. Um, let's see, defensive mons, Gudra, Mega Blastoise can Shell Smash. I'm pretty sure in our league, so that's gonna cook hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even if it wants to run defensive, like it needs to check something, some crazy fire type or something like that. Mega
Mhm.
Blastoise is so bulky.
So yeah, insanely bulky.
Yeah, because
I
Mega.
don't think it's as sorry.
Go no go go.
I don't think it's as big of an issue as it was for the first team, but I am again seeing like no ground immunities and then two resists. Now, granted, those two resists are pretty bulky. You
Three
should be able to take
resists.
them pretty well.
Get it right.
What's the third?
Delmice. Don't forget Delmice.
I
Oh
was
wait,
going
Galvantula is
by
not a resist.
Slither.
Oh yeah, my bad, my
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
my
yeah.
bad, my bad.
You good, you good. And I mean, I think Slither takes some very. It's quad resist for Slither, right? Or is it just resist?
I'm hoping these are the updated teams. I had someone else grab them, so
Actually, yeah. Let me check the trades and see if because I know Tanner traded some stuff.
yeah.
Um,
But
where
other
is
than that, while you check, let's see. Yeah, screens are nice, for this team especially. I'm definitely okay with his defensive core. Tenor drafts high offense, but his Hisuian Gujar and Mega Blastoise, great. I love that. Um, and if you need Mega Blastoise to check the grounds, perfect, right? I mean, what else do you need? Check the fightings. You got Armor Rouge. Um, you get the weak armor boost plus Terrifier, armor cannon. So that's not a problem at all. I think Armor Rouge it's a interesting interesting bring or interesting draft. Knowing that we have up to 14 points and he drafts Armor Rouge, which has got to be around 10 to 8 or something like that. I don't have um, I don't have anything pulled up, so I forget the tiers because I was trying to avoid it. Did you see Tanner's trade?
Yeah, this is the updated.
Okay. So it's cool. I mean, it's fine. Any other weaknesses that I see off the top of my head? Your bundle weak, freeze dry a little bit. As your resist being only Mega Blastoise, and I guess I'm Rouge. So it's not bad. Spinners, you got them. But I feel
You
like
got a spin blocker.
the only problem is when you want to bring Delmice, when you have Darkrai, Hisuian Gutra, Mega Blastoise, and DD Armor Rouge, and then you're either getting Webs, you're bringing Slither, or you're bringing Grim for screens. So when are you ever bringing Delmice?
Yeah, I I agree. I don't know when he would ever bring it because it's not even like he's weak to fighting. He has two, three, what, four resists,
Yeah.
five resists. Like, yeah, he's not fighting weak at all. If he really wants to block spin, but he doesn't even have a lot of hazards, so there's really
Yeah,
not
it's
a
what,
big
Webs? That's it?
webs. And does Zygarde get spikes or anything?
It might get rocks.
Yeah. Regardless, not a lot of hazards to be
No,
blocking.
no,
So
it doesn't. It doesn't.
I think he just needed a grass type and had, I don't know, what, 3 or 4 points?
Okay, so
Otherwise?
this is um, exponentially worse without hazards. It's
Yeah,
only
he does.
Webs.
Yeah. So, I mean, I I guess I am not as strict about it because I don't really use hazards all that much
Well,
on
it's
my
not about
teams,
using them. It's about at
but
least
having
having
the
it.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah. No rocks if Zygarde doesn't get them. That's like, because rocks are like the hazard.
Yep.
Uh,
I don't think Gudra gets it.
no, I don't think so either.
Um,
I
yeah.
just,
So it's only
man, like,
Webs.
I like this team, and I think it can like mesh together really well. I just worry that there's too many different options of like strategies. Like, I feel like it's trying to do too much. I think the Mons flow well together, and I actually like a lot of the pairings and stuff. But I feel like if you're trying to go screens, but also psychic terrain, armor rouge like weakness policy, or like I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of cognitive load. I wouldn't like running a team like this, but
Yeah,
if you can run it, I think this team can
you know
absolutely.
what Mon this team absolutely loses to?
What's that?
Galarian Zapdos. The combination of fighting plus flying runs this team.
Ooh.
So if you have a good
Oh yeah, he doesn't
fighting
have a
or
flying move
flying
system
Mon
at
and
all.
then you Terra,
Mm.
if that works out right, because you have Indeedee Armor Rouge, so it kind of like puts.
Halucha.
Dude, Halucha
And psychic terrain
runs
for him.
this team.
You get their own psychic terrain too.
Yeah. Um, but
I don't think it's a bad team. I feel without seeing the others, I'd put it like a 4 or 5.
I
I think it's in the.
think it's better than
You don't
the
think so?
Goth team. Let's see.
Then the Gothitelle team.
Yeah, I'm pulling that up.
I do, but that's because I just Earthquake like one strong ground type is absolutely front, and like
Yes, yes,
and most ground types get Stone Edge too for freaking
yeah.
quad effective on Thunderous. So it's like
And you knock off our U-turn once on that team, which is
yeah, exactly.
Um, I'll put it above it, but I don't think it's gonna be that high. I'm hoping it's not that high.
Okay.
No hazards, a lot going on. I'm
A
hoping
lot
there's
going
stuff
on.
better.
Dropped it a lot for me.
Yeah, I'm putting in the document the and the numbers as their Terra captains. This will be Terra Armor Rouge, the
Okay.
Terra Armor Rouge team, and then we'll unveil the captains after. People
I
watching
do
it will
like
know.
Terra Armor Rouge though. Cool man.
It's cool on. I just I mean because we're assuming this is Tanner, right? Dark Gray, Slitherwing. It's like
It definitely.
we
is.
have
I refuse
14
to believe
points
it.
Terra Cartana type, or no, not
True.
definitely not that one. I think he's above 14.
But Iron Moth.
But
and
yeah, Iron
stuff
Moth.
like that.
You gotta
Iron
yeah,
Moth instead of Armor Rouge would have.
right. It's just yeah, and then I don't know. I just knowing Tanner, he's like, oh, this is gonna cook. It's like, oh yeah, sure, it will, but you had better. You could get better.
Yeah.
I just I don't quite get it. I play to win,
That's fair.
and
I play to do both, have fun and win.
yeah, well, winning's fun.
Winning is fun.
Losing is not fun.
True.
And granted, I picked Terraswello, #1 pick overall in the entire draft, but I won.
Yeah, it worked out for you. Can't really argue the results.
Yeah. So if I didn't win, then I we could say different, but
I think it's less the mons and more the plan that like makes a difference, and that's kind of
Mhm.
where I worry about this team.
yeah.
Like he's gonna have the dang murder mystery board for his game plan with all the strings attaching and like.
Yeah, but I also look at his team and I'm like, okay, Indeedee Armor Rouge is coming, Darkrai is coming, Hisuian Goodra and Mega Blastoise is coming. That's 5 Mons. So you have Slither, Galv, Grim, potentially Zygarde, but those other 3 that can fit one slot. So
Yeah.
this might
and
this
like Armor
team.
Rouge and Indeedee are always coming together.
I would say 90% of the time, yeah, as a general statement,
Yeah.
yes.
Wait, hold on. Does Psychic Terrain mess up Grimmsnarl's Prankster?
Yes.
All right, drop it.
Yep. It's going below the Lucario
I don't know
team.
if Tanner knew that, but yeah.
Hopefully he didn't learn here.
Yeah.
All right, next
Alright.
team. Tapu Koko, Landorus Therian. Here we go. Terra Iron Moth, Mega Aggron, Quag, Uxie, Noivern, Arboliva, Zoroark. This is what I'm talking about.
This is a fucking team. Right here.
Electric Terrain with Iron Moth.
Yep.
Yeah, that works.
Also, Grass Terrain Arboliva, weakening Earthquakes for Mega Aggron and Iron Moth and Coco.
Does Mega Aggron really care about an earthquake? You know from
I mean,
first-hand
it
experience.
helps to not care even less. You know,
Yes.
you want to take 30 or 15.
No, I mean I agree as a potential, like bringing Moth as a Terra Fire if you want the Fiery Dance
Yeah.
boost and stuff like that in a grassy terrain type deal.
Mhm.
It's not terrible. Let's see. Coco was 125, 130. It's got to be that fast, right?
Oh, this team is weak to ice outside of Aggron though. Very weak to ice. I mean, Moth will eat special ice hits for sure. But
Yeah.
like, if you Terra, I don't know.
Uxie kind of eats So I like Uxie
I like Uxie a lot.
as a check all type deal.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of have Mega
Quag.
Aggron plus Quag and Uxie to kind of cover the whole defense. You can run those top three as offense, and then you have the other two.
Does he have fairy type Tapu Koko? He's got the cores. I like this team.
Yeah, no.
Zoroark's even like a nice like bluff with this team, like
Mm-hmm.
because Tapu lead is so freaking prevalent. Like you can bluff Tapu with Zoroark sometimes and go crazy.
Yeah.
Especially in best of ones.
These speed tiers are amazing, actually. We got Coco at 130. We got Noivern at 123. Moth at 110. Zoroark at 105. Uxie at 95. And I know Uxie won't be
Wow.
as much, but you can still, as a fast taunter, fast encore,
Mm-hmm.
as really, really good. Really, really good.
You'll still be outspeeding a lot of just the bulkier ones too,
Mhm.
and can taunt them like you said.
Like a
And also
Claudio
get
or a
stealth rocks,
Bronzong.
right?
Uxie does get Stealth Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have
This team is nice.
four Stealth Rockers.
Yeah, Aggron.
Quagsire is the only
Quag.
spiker. Does Mega Aggron get spikes? I don't think so.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think I ever.
But four rockers, four viable rockers,
Right.
and
Let's
then
see, Volt
Coco
Switch,
Moth
U-turn.
in terrain. That's fantastic.
Doesn't
Let's see.
Noivern get U-turn as well?
Noivern gets U-turn. Noivern gets
So
defog
two
as well.
U-turners and a Volt Switcher.
No, you got you got Coco U-turn, Lando U-turn,
Yep.
Moth
Yep.
U-turn. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, Moth does get
Uxie
U-turn.
U-turn, Noivern U-turn,
Oh my
Zoroark
God.
U-turn.
Damn.
Yeah. Let's see.
Defog on Noivern.
What kills the ground types on this team? Unfortunately, both of the mons that kill ground types are a little passive, but I think the Terra Grass Moth will be able to take care of that. So you just U-turn on Coco to get Moth in and do some damage. And then Coco can Volt for free, which is really, really nice.
Terra Water also very good.
Yes.
Ice types are still very good.
You're
this
right.
game.
Yep. Good point. Good point.
This is a good team.
This is fantastic. This is the number one team right now.
Yeah.
This is the number
Yeah,
one team
I
right
would,
now.
as from what we've seen, I would definitely pick this.
Yeah.
I like it for sure. It's got a nice mix of like bulky, but like it has so many pivots that like the momentum this team has is crazy.
Yeah. No, this is great. I mean, the top three is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
This is what I was hoping for to see when I started seeing teams.
This is what I expected when I saw that Moth was Terra legal. So
Yeah,
props
exactly.
to whoever cooked this. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea who this team is. Absolutely zero.
I genuinely no clue. But also, dude, I love Mega Aggron. That mon puts in so much work.
it is the only Terra Swallow counter.
Dude, I know. You had to throat spray Terra Ground just to hope to get it away.
Yep, to try to get through.
Yo. Hey man, that's my goat.
All right, I love this team. Next
Definitely
team,
number one so far.
Naganadel, Terra Iron Crown. Oh yes, oh yeah.
Terra Crown is demonic.
Pharaoh, Mega Hera. Let's go. Someone took the Mega Hera. Let's go. Suicune, Zeraora, Mismagius, Charizard, Cinccino, Dashbund. Fantastic. Oh my gosh.
What
Look
is
at this team.
Charizard doing here?
I think it's a fire type.
I think it's a fire type. You know what? Can't argue with that. I think it's a fire type.
I don't think that it has any really other purpose.
Okay. I mean, there are worse fire types. I was just a little... I didn't know if there was some sun I was missing.
I don't see Sun. It's it's fine, but let's see. Does it get any status moves that we want? It's fine. So
Yes,
it could be
Will-O.
like a Will-O-Wisp check. I don't know.
Oh, man.
But
I
okay.
do like this team.
Oh my gosh. Iron Crown, Volt switching into Mega Hera onto their dark types to kill them.
True.
Oh, and Mega
Fair.
Hera killing the steel types that Naganadel doesn't like. Yes.
Fairy, you've got Iron Crown has that stat move. I forget its name. Really good.
Tachyon Cutter.
Yeah, thank you. You also have Pharaoh. Yeah, I mean this. So like the first, honestly, down to Miss Magius, I'm like all on board with, and then those last three, I'm just kind of like, oh, he ran out of points.
I
Though
would.
Darkspun is a fire immunity, very underrated with a team with Ferrothorn and
Yes, yes.
Diamond.
Suicune with Dash Bun.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
I would say the Charizard, Cinccino, yeah, those are the bottom two picks. But I like Dash Bun so much as a physical wall and the fire immunity, not only just on this team, but in teams in general, as a Wish Passer and things like that, as body press. I love it. Love it.
The fire immunity is definitely Naganadel, obviously. It's not Naganadel. You know, it can just take over a game with one. I love Iron Crown. I'm glad someone teared it because that mon is so slept on in this league, and it upsets me.
Yep.
But that mon is very, very. You can even go AV sets. Like those took over the ladder for a while.
Yes.
Very
100%.
Mega. I love Mega Hera, but like, I just feel like it's so hard to put it in the right positions to succeed. Does it get it gets Trailblaze now,
Yeah,
right?
it gets Trailblaze. I literally.
That's good.
Yeah. I did the whole thing on it because it gets Trailblaze. It's so
You did,
good.
yeah.
It's so good. But yeah, the Iron Crown is absolutely amazing. Especially after Torch Song, I definitely learned a lot more of how to use Iron Crown that's not Terra. Because I was just going all in on the it has to be Terra. It's pretty darn good. A Specs Tachyon Cutter. Especially if you could Terra Steel it. Let's see. What's Crown speed?
It does a lot.
It's got to be like 110, right? 108.
It's
That's
108,
great.
yeah.
Great. Naganadel is speed tier is 121. Then Zero Aura is faster, 143. So you got.
Magus is also pretty fast, right?
Oh
105.
yeah, 105. Yeah, so you got Zera, Naganadel, then you got Crown and Bismag. Charizard is 100. So
Does Miss Magus get Trick Room?
that's a good question. And then I also
'Cause if
checked
it does,
Cinccino
it could
has.
happen.
Oh, it does.
Okay, that's a nice little option for late game Heracross Ferrothorn.
Mm-hmm.
Also Suicune, we all know what it does.
Yeah, that's so good.
Like,
I'm trying to see. Does any other mon have Trick Room besides Magnus? Probably Crown.
I don't think so.
Nope. Of course not.
I don't think Cincinnati does either.
No, so it's
That's
just Miss
why.
Mag. Maybe I would say Suicune probably has it.
I could see that. Yeah.
Nope. Unfortunate. So only one Trick Room, but that's okay. That's okay.
You won't be going that too often.
Speed tiers are fine. Hazards, you got Pharaoh. Is it only Pharaoh? I think Crown only. I mean, Crown doesn't have it.
For some reason, Black Life or like no Suicune doesn't.
No.
Yeah, it's just Pharaoh.
Well, that's a little damper, but
So Pharaoh's your spinner.
we got
Oh, Cincino gets Tidy Up too.
yeah.
So you've
yeah.
got 2 hazard removals. That's nice.
Yeah, Charizard probably has Defog.
Efog, it does.
All right, so definitely boots heavy this team. That's fine, I guess. EQ weak a little outside of a tad EQ weak, but granted, a lot of teams are EQ weak. It's just what happens.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough to be strong against ground.
Yeah. No, I'm looking at it. There is no ground type on this team. So Volt Absorb's Aura is gonna have to put in work against like
Ooh.
top tier electric types like Coco and stuff.
So outside of Heracross, this team is not appreciating strong dark type moves.
That too. Special Dark.
True, physical Darkspun can eat those
Yeah.
very well.
But like Darkrai that we
Grandfather
saw
as well.
earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Just spamming Dark Pulse would be pretty. And Darkrai gets Sludge Bomb for Darkspun.
Yeah. So it would have to kind of be like a.
But
Oof.
there are only one Darkrai, you know. So
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to use Crown as your you Terra Steel, you're no longer weak to Dark,
True.
and Tachyon Cutter, like
Yep, is gonna cook for sure.
you have the ability to work around things offensively a lot.
I agree.
I love this team. Unfortunately, it is not hazards enough. Not enough. Like, right, we saw the 4 hazards abilities on our Terramoth team, which is very, very important. He doesn't have to bring it. Like, he can literally bring no hazards, but the ability to have that is needed. So
Yeah, I like the team. It's not as good as the other team in my opinion.
no, it definitely doesn't overcap that. I'm gonna put it at 4 for now. I mean, it might
Yeah,
be
that's
2,
totally
but
fair. I was gonna say 3.
yeah, it's definitely top 3, top 4 in that area.
Yeah.
All right, next. All right, Palafin, Mega
This,
Charizard
I
X,
know who this
Terra
is Chris.
Superior,
Like I've seen
Glim,
enough.
Florges, Mandibuzz, Mudsdale, Scavalier, Rotom, Crabominable. So this is a top 8 team, and then the bottom 2 are useless.
Literally.
This
Oh, man.
screams Chris.
It's 100% Chris.
It's gotta be.
Palafin, Terra, Serp, Megazard X. I think Chris is like the only one that's used all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
This screams Chris.
I like the core though.
Hmm. The top 3 are
Terra,
fantastic.
Serp, like it does one thing every week, but it does it very well. So
Gosh, Terra Stella Serp.
yep. Glare anything that's spooky.
It's just so, like, this team's so scary, right? So you got the top 3, and then I think it has amazing core of Glim, Florges, Mandibuzz, Mudsdale.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all of them can come.
Yeah.
You can go non-hazards and no Glamora, but you still have rocks. You have Defog, you have Mortal Spin.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll admit I think Rotom is actually okay. You know, Scarf's trick, things like that. Wisp, Scarf Wisp, even like things. All right. You know, let's calm down on my statement earlier. But Crabominable is a 1-pointer that he needed an extra slot.
Yeah, I have a soft spot for Crabominable because it hits hard and it's fun, but God, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I do see that, like, no, you've got, so like, pre-Mega Fire can be kind of spooky for this team. It's not super bad. You've got Glim Pal, but it's like I think a lot of the scary parts about this team are his threats kind of need a turn to get online. Zard's got a Mega, Palafin's got to do the Palafin thing. Serp can just come in and tear up, but like it also needs to get its boost from Leaf Storm. So it's like, as far as immediate breakers or threats, he doesn't really have any.
That's actually a very good point. And I believe Serp at 113 is his fastest mon.
Oh really? Is Palafin?
Palafin's 100.
Faster? Wow.
Right?
You, Serp.
Palafin Heroes 100. Yeah, so Serp
That's
113. Charizard X is 100. I think that's it. It's Rotom's 91. Yeah. So yeah, I think the plan against this team is banded lead or like Sash SD lead that can outspeed something, and
kill him before he can do stuff.
Terra Fire, Booster Speed, Iron Moth, Fiery Dance.
Yeah. You just spam it all day.
Yeah, that mon cooks this team.
Yes. Absolutely. I do love his defensive core, though.
Yes.
Florges, Mandibuzz, Mudsdale, that's a damn core.
And even Glamora, I put that in there because of support and hazards and stuff.
Yes. Best hazard mon in the game, really. Outside of, like...
outside of Hammerot. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's a pretty good tier to be in.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. I think... So, yeah, I think the fire is a good shout-out that it's kind of weak to. Because on a strong fire type, say like Cinderace, what is coming in that wants to eat the Cinderace hits? Especially if it's Libero and Glamora comes in, it just gets iron hitted after. It has to be Scarf. Mudsdale can eat, okay, yeah, but you took 40%. Turns out it gets into their water type, say Mega Blastoise, right? It wrap and spins, and he can get on the back foot super easily, and if he doesn't lead Palafin and have Hero Form, he might end a game without getting Hero Form.
Exactly. And if he leads Palafin into Cinder, say like libero sucker punch, you're gonna just take 70 on your palafin before it's even hero form. Like sure you can spam jet punch later on, but like that kind of limits a lot of what palafin can do.
Yeah, but
So I think this
I
team
would you
can
just
do well. He
U-turn.
just really has to prep the situations to bring his threats in, which
Yeah,
isn't easy to do.
yeah. That's I think he will run away with games, but a lot of times he might get swept early.
Yeah, I agree. I think his games will be feast or famine,
Hmm.
100%. He's either gonna, set up with Zard, Palafin, or Serp and sweep you 5-0 or get swept 5-0. Like,
Yeah, 100%. Um, I'm gonna put it with the Terra Lucario and Terra Armarouge kind of tier with those guys because I think it's
yeah,
good, especially the top tier
yeah,
threats.
definitely not a bad team.
Highly offensive, great defensive core. There's just a tiny
Nope,
bit of flaws that are more exploitable to put it at a higher level.
exactly. And I like new players may not exploit those, like some of these new coaches, but maybe against some of these other experienced coaches, it might show those weaknesses more.
Yeah, 100%. All right, next we've got Dragapult, Iron
Oh,
Treads, Terra Low Kicks, Togekiss, Slowbro, weirdly colored Tauros Blaze, um, Shaman, Kilowattrel, and Hisui and Quillfish.
I
Um,
like this team.
it's interesting. Let's see. Dragapult Treads, fantastic. Terra Low Kicks, fantastic. But after that, feels a little off.
Yeah, it feels like he's got some points to spend
It
somewhere.
does seem like that.
Yeah. Or he, she, whoever.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? The trainer. Uh,
Trainer, yeah, exactly. The coach. The coach.
but I
Yeah,
mean,
like
okay, Dragapult to
those
start.
top three are
It's amazing. Yeah,
super good.
yeah. I like Iron Treads. Terror Low Kicks. I mean, that's the only semi low ish point Terra that is okay, right? To like, I'm okay that it brought.
Yeah, because that thing hits.
Let's see. Okay,
um,
defensive core I would say is like Slowbro, Tauros
Taurus,
to a point,
Togekiss.
Shaman, and Hisuian Quillfish. Um, I think what no rocks outside of treads,
Coilfish gets T
T spikes and spikes.
and spikes. Okay.
Um,
Got a spinner, got a defogger.
yeah, so you got
Wait,
the.
doesn't Shaman also get defog?
I don't know actually.
I feel
I
like
don't. I feel like.
I might be tripping.
Yeah,
I
you're
might be
tripping. You're
tripping.
tripping.
Alright.
Um, yeah, it's kind of rough of a hazards team because I like the same thing. Whereas you look at a team, this needed at least one more rocker, so that Iron Treads could possibly run offensive on matchups that rocks aren't a necessity, and you just get rocks up with something else. Um, because Dragapult doesn't kill everything, and I would say Low Kicks doesn't kill everything, but with Rock's chip and U-turn damage, those things will. And having to only have Hisui and Quillfish set up spikes and Treads have rocks. Those are the only ones. You're not going to do enough damage. And I would say Treads is best as a semi check plus then doing knockoff spin, earthquake, and heavy slam. So it's not going to be always the weakness policy booster or booster attack rapid
Mhm.
spin type thing. It can, and that's Treads is amazing, but I feel like damage output is so low on Steam. It's because of rocks or kill potential. Damage output's good. Kill potential is low.
Yes. Pretty much took the words out of my mouth. It's like once low kicks are gone, like how does this team kill anything?
Yeah.
Like Kilowattrel, it doesn't hit that hard. It hits pretty well, but like a ground type or a ground and rock type is just gonna murder it. Like the way I would play with this team would be you just specs, pult, band, low kicks, and you're just trying to break and then clean up with either your hazards or like residual damage from these other mons. But if you like, that's hard. If you misplay with either of those two, I don't know how you kill teams.
Yeah. You need to run a lot of like eject button and teleport slow
Yeah,
bro. Um,
U turn like
yeah, but not even that because U turn on Kilo and Pult does Togekiss get U-turn? Togekiss probably gets like a baton pass, but these are faster. These are not like a slow belly volt switch.
Right.
So you're not getting low kicks in for free. Who low kicks is really frail. You're not getting Dragapult in for free. You have to lead Dragapult, but then you're probably U-turning because you're not OHKOing. And it's the constant U-turn damage from those top two that will then put them into range for like a first impression, then U-turn and things like that. But the kill potential seems super low, like a Lomomola or some other regenerator mon. Yeah, eats this team.
Yeah. Yeah, just like you said, the damage output of this team is not very high. I feel like he has to have some, or the coach has to have some points left. Like,
it does look like that.
I don't know how expensive like Kiss and
all those look super low. Yeah, those look like a bunch of 10-point mons.
If that,
I would say Togekiss are like 11 or 10. Okay. Slowbro's definitely around the 10, 9-ish. Tauros is around 10, 9. Shaman's around 10, 11. Kilowattrel's probably like 9. So like that adds up to like half. Assume Qwilfish is like 6. Then Bolt 18, Treads like 16, 15, and Low Kick's like, I don't know, 13 or whatever. 13, 12. I feel like there's like, yeah, it does seem like that.
Yeah. Gosh. Tauros can be banded or can even set up with bulk up as well. So like it can be offensive, but I feel like this team's going to struggle against...
Tauros is going to need to step up, or like a Spec Shaman.
Spec Shaman, yeah.
I think Tauros is really cool. Like a sub bulk up Kudchu set. Fire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think this team just requires this coach to play way too well with the top 3. Like, I would this team.
Because I don't look at the...
want to play this well.
Yeah, I don't look at the defensive core saying, like, that's unbreakable.
No, I would say Chris's defensive core is way better, and he had way more expensive mods at the top.
Yeah. Torrent, like, I mean, it's one mod, but, like, a strong flying type?
Oh, yeah.
Wrecks this team. You have to be, AV Treads? And then Treads isn't offensive.
Yep. And then, like, yeah, you're just... Then you can't, like, set up rocks or anything with it either, and that's your only rocker.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Okay, I would say definitely, I like the team. Like, it's definitely aesthetically cool. It's not bad mons. Like, the Terra choice is fantastic. Terra Low Kicks is absolutely fantastic. Polt is one of the best mons. Treads is one of the best spinners, knockoff users, defensive check, offensive. Like, every mon is on this team, I think is really, really cool. I like Hisuian Qwilfish. You like Kilowattrel. Like, that's cool. Shaman's awesome. Tauros is awesome. Slowbro's just a cool mon.
It just doesn't mesh.
It's something, there's no glue piece.
Yeah. It's like, where's the plan?
Yeah.
It seems like it's just a bunch of, like, okay, that's a solid mon, and then all put together.
Yeah. So I'm going to put it below the Terra, Lucario, and Armor Ridge team. So this will be around the 9 point. So it's, like, not the worst thing I've seen. It could be, right? But as of right now, it's definitely... It's not breaking into the high tiers.
No, yeah, I agree. It's beating Terra Bug. So
yeah, like we talked about it, the Palafin team. This team had a top 3 that was super amazing, but then it had an amazing core to back it up.
Right.
This one,
those top 3 are expensive.
Yeah. So, all right, next. Ogerpon Wellspring first pick.
I know this team.
Enam, Gouging Fire, Terra Metagross, Regieleki, Silvally, Sandaconda, Porygon 2, Drapion. I do know this team. We both know it's Biff. Biff was actually talking to me about Terra Metagross when we were talking about potential Terras. But what's surprising me most is Ogerpon Wellspring, first choice. He got Gouging Fire. I mean, if this is correct, this should be what was based on the draft, based on top to bottom. Round 3? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
Still there. This man's almost banned. Like,
are you kidding me? I'm pretty sure Metagross is like 14, 13, which is like like I guess I don't know. No one talked about Terra Metagross, right? I guess that's why I got to that. But it's when you look at the Mons in 14 and 13, you're like Terra Metagross is. I think it's 13. I think it's obviously one of the best Mons. I just
Yes, I love Terrameta, and Biff was talking. He was between that and like I guess I can say it now because the draft already happened, and like Terra Chestnut. So like
mhm.
another really cool Terra, but he was between those two. I do apologize though. I've got to go let my
Yeah.
girlfriend know for bed.
I'll talk about this team and when you get back.
Shouldn't take more than like 5 minutes. I
Yeah,
just
you're
got to go
good.
downstairs.
But so about
Love,
this team, I'm looking
yeah,
at it.
love the Terrameta gross.
Yeah. One thing I'm looking at, I like Regieleki. Cool, cool. How is this team breaking grounds? Maybe that's why first pick was Ogerpon Wellspring, um, and it kind of helps with the grounds that gouging fire. If there's a bulky ground that can eat the gouging fire hits, Ogerpon can take care of the waters that might want to sit on the flare blitzes of gouging fire. But gouging fire is such a broken mon. Oh my gosh! And these best of ones, it's gonna DD once, and a Morning Sun. If it's lefties, burning bulwark against the teams that we've seen that are low hazards. Oh, why are you gonna run boots? This mon is perma boots, and you're allowing it to not be run perma boots. Um, it's just crazy. But Terra Metagross, oh my gosh, fantastic. Agility, weakness policy sets. Um, Even just Terra Steel losing that dark and shadow ball weakness essentially. Crazy. Love that Terra. Enamai, great mon. Um, this team is looking slightly speed tier weak. I would say Wellspring is what 110. Okay. Enam is 106. I feel like those are as fast as I mean, besides Regieleki, but is Regieleki coming every time? Potentially. Um, and it could be, but we don't know. But after that, I feel like speed tiers are pretty bad. Spinners, you get Regieleki, which I think is fine, right? It's not Terra Regieleki, so you might run screens, boom, spin, and then volt kind of deal. And then occasionally where it works out, you're running full offensive. Um, let's see. And then after that, okay, decent defensive core. You got a grounded poison. Get Roxas Sandaconda T-spikes with Drapion. Does Drapion get normal spikes? That is the question. I feel like it doesn't. Yeah, it does not. Enid, Ogerpon. So it's definitely slow outside of Regieleki. And are you really bringing Regieleki to the Zero Aura team that we saw when that thing just falls in? So you could, I'm going to take out that Zero Aura, but with a boom kind of deal. But you could just run Scarf Enam at that point. Agility Metagross will take care of it with an EQ. So I'd like to see some matchups to see where it would work out. I love Porygon 2 though. Love Porygon 2. Defensive check. Fantastic. Love it. Definitely not the best defensive core I've ever seen. Let's see. EQ week. You got Enam and Ogerpon, so you just got to take care of those mons, and then you're spamming EQ hard. You do have still volley, okay. You got still volley. You got whatever terra or flying type still volley. I don't know. Rocks with you. Metagross has rocks, but what are you bringing rocks on that? Good to have you back. I've just kind of run through the team still, kind of looking at it. I kind of gave my thoughts, so give your thoughts if you have them.
Yeah, for sure. Since Biff showed me this team, I'm pretty familiar with it. I think the fact that he got gouging honestly might be a blessing for him because he originally wanted Megazord X, and Chris sniped it.
Gouging better.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
wait, why would you
gouging.
Get Megazord X when you can have gouging, which is Megazord X with an item?
I get that. Like, I guess Megazord, like, you can swap it on a ground type move pre-Mega, but, like, yeah, I think gouging ends up fitting this team way better. I love Terra Metagross. I love Enamour's Eye. Ogerpon is broken. We all know that. I told him I'm not the biggest fan of Regieleki without Terra, but, I mean, it's super fast, and if there's no ground type, like you get to just full switch for free all day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
And it gets rapid spin.
We did actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's see if this pulls up ahead. It does. I pulled it out. I literally talked about it earlier. The Zeraora team is the only. It doesn't have a ground type, so Volt Absorb. But then also like you bring Regieleki to boom on it and kill it. But then you just Scarf Enam and kill it. So there's not a lot of reason to bring Regieleki there at that point. So yeah,
It's like the only mon I'm not the hugest fan of on this team, but
I'm more fine with it because you have the ability for screens and rapid spin and
yes.
Support Lecky. It was like screens with gouging fire and Terra Metagross.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good point. That definitely makes a big difference. Porygon 2 is a mon that like never gets drafted in this league, but I hate that mon so much.
Yep.
Not because it's not good, but because I hate going against it.
Yep.
Super good.
It is Hazard's few. Whatever that word is. You got T-Spikes on Drapion and Rocks on Sandaconda. Berger Rocks on Metagross, but
Meta gets Rocks.
You're not running Rocks on Terra Metagross.
No, you're not.
Unless it's like a rest, Terra Fighting, Body Press, Iron Defense set, maybe.
Dude, don't sleep on the Heavy Slam Metagross. That thing has been cooking. Like ladder and stuff. Good mon. Savali, obviously, you can kind of just fit to whatever you need. It's a good team, for sure.
Definitely a good team, yeah.
I would say it's top 3. I don't think it's better than...
It's top 3.
Same page?
Yep,
okay.
Yep. It's definitely
also,
not the best, but...
Sandaconda, Biff shows it. He loves drafting it. It's an underrated mon. 2 great abilities for it, and, like, very bulky.
No, I used it as well, season 4, I think.
Okay.
And I love it. Absolute hard check for a lot of physical mons. And if you want to run the sand chip, you want to run the rest sets. Biff likes this mon, I 100% agree. It's great.
I like this team a lot.
I would say it's like against special threats, it's kind of scary, right? You got Porygon 2 and then AV Drapion, which is like, that's it. Definitely hyper offense, which is fine because you got screens Lecky with your top 4. You're not running AV when you could Terra it. No.
You can.
No.
Imagine you Terra into a good resist with AV.
No. We run in boosting item, we killing things.
That's fair. Meta can really do it all, though.
Yes, but I don't want to see no passive metas.
Who said it has to be passive? Yo, max attack on there and slap an AV, you're chilling.
That is true. All right, or resist berry. All right. I got it. All right. Moving on to this next team: Spectrier, Sneasler, Araquanid, Tinkaton, Incineroar, Megamanectric, Terra, Ursaring, Rillaboom, Flygon. I hate this team. Why are you Terra Ursaring? You could Terra Incineroar. You could Terra Flygon. You could Terra... I'm pretty sure you could Terra Rillaboom. Terra Tinkaton.
It's like pretty high.
Alright, I haven't pulled up the doc yet because I wanted to stay away from
it's
it.
Like 15 or 16.
I thought you could Terra it this season.
That would be crazy.
Draft board.
Terra Flygon would be dope, though.
Seriously?
Terra Electric Levitate? Cool.
Alright, show me Rillaboom. Okay, alright, it is out of Terra. Alright, you're right. But Terra Flygon, Terra Incineroar, Terra Tinkaton, any of those other 3. Ursaring's job is to check ghost types, not to Terra.
Nope. And like, bro, dude, without Rillaboom and Flygon, this team gets cooked by, again, a ground type, which I get it. It's hard to build a team that's good in the ground types, but like...
Yeah. Okay, yeah, yes, but, like, he did... There's 3 mons. Araquanid, Rillaboom, Flygon.
Oh, Araquanid.
You know, I look at that and go, alright. You're ground weak, but you're not.
3. Yeah. His 2 Intimidators as well. Like...
Yeah.
I also just don't see a lot of damage. It's like the other team. You have Spectre, Sneasler, Megamanectric. Cool. Ground types, cook 2 of them.
Yeah, you need Rillaboom to step up a lot.
Yeah, Rillaboom has to put in work, which it can. Amon is really good.
I put this team right above the Bug team. I don't care.
Yes,
I don't care if you have Spectre, Sneeze, or Rillaboom, which is a fantastic top 3, right? Like in my head, you got to move Rillaboom up to that spot. Great that he got it at round 8.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, that's it.
your Terra Ursaring, it ruins it for me. Ruins it for me. I don't care what cooking
Just move
session
the
you
Terra
had.
Flag on.
Terra Flag would be fantastic.
It would, yeah. Just honestly, if he does that, the team moves up like 2 or 3 spots.
Yeah, let's see. We just put the low kicks team, right? This pulled low kicks team. Yeah, 100% better. 100%
It
better.
would be better than
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I would agree.
Gosh, that's
Alright, well,
frustrating.
whoever coach this is, listen to the pod and then Terra Flag on instead of Versus.
Nah, he's probably chuckling, looking at us going, freaking out, and he's like, I'm funny. No, you don't want to win. You want to lose. You want to get last place. Okay, second to last place because the Bug team's getting last place. And you don't want to win a chip.
Yeah. Yeah, the team, like, you have rocks, you have webs. Does he have a spinner? No. His defog on Flygon?
Steve, I don't know.
Wait, he might not have Hazard. Maybe. We might be back down to, like, second to last.
Okay, Flygon does get defogged.
That's it, though.
Yeah.
Another reason to Terra Flag.
It's just-
Because you're going to be having to bring it in to get rid of it. Yeah, it's right above the Bug team.
That's so annoying to me.
Like Terra Flag on, drop Ursaring, and get a spinner, and this team jumps like 5
Yeah.
spots.
Like I put a lot of stock into my own like personal play. Like if I were coaching this team, I feel like I'd be able to take it to playoffs and have a good run. And I can say that because I've won 3 times. I got to see who the coach is. When we reveal the teams, oh my gosh. I don't know. But the thing is, I already know the Gothitelle team, right? That's Plaz. This isn't Plaz's team.
I didn't even know that.
I'm like guaranteed. He's been shouting from the rooftops about Shadow Tag and Goth and stuff like
That's
that.
fair, yeah.
It's in my head that 100% it's it. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I'm just making.
Right, yeah.
I need to move on. I need to move on.
Yeah, it's right above the Bug team.
All right, next, Great Tusk, Terra Necro. Okay, top 2.
Oh, my lord. Yeah, this
Rotom
is
Heat,
hell of a team.
Mega DNC, Barraskewda, Brute Bonnet. Oh, I'm spoiled now. I know whose team this is.
Number 1.
Sorry, nope, you're going to 10 because you're getting crit on a Necrozma.
That's Tab.
And I'm pretty sure this is Tabs.
That's my go. That's why you're number 1, Tab. You got my boy on there.
Yep, Brute, Duraludon, Grafaiai, Murkrow, and Ariados. So
The
he
whole
has
body
8 Mons or 7 Mons and 2 Stinkers.
And the Goon Squad.
Yeah. But oh my
Okay, but
gosh.
Murkrow, like, prankster support. Don't sleep on
No. Prankster, like, not even Sash,
Tailwind?
like, purposely negative defense to get Tailwind up, die,
Yeah.
get Tusk, or, Barraskewda into
Mega Diancie.
Mega
Necrozma.
DNC, yeah. I would say Necrozma's probably more setup, wouldn't you agree? So you're not bringing in, but
Yeah.
Tusk, banded Tusk on a Tailwind. Barraskewda,
What is Barraskewda doing on this team?
speed tier.
It is fast, but like
So I like
mean, its flip
Barraskewda.
turn. It's not awful.
Yeah.
No, it's a great mon. You just always see it in rain. I feel like outside of rain, it's not as good.
So,
Which, I mean,
I don't know if you knew this. Season 2, I had Barraskewda pretty much the whole season.
Oh, okay.
I did, and then before playoffs, I actually switched it and got Coco instead. Barraskewda was actually a tier 1 mon in that season. I got it second pick, and it has dropped
Interesting.
off the face of the earth since then. So I really like it.
Power creep.
Banded. I don't know if it had flip turn at that point. I feel like it should have, but not
It's
guaranteed.
13.
But flip turns, banded liquidations, it's great. Banded CCs. I really am partial to Barraskewda because I used it for a season, and it helped a lot with the physical checks, and what do you have to back it up? You got Brute, you got Great Tusk, um, which is fantastic. I think the top two are just absolutely absurd
Yeah.
amazing, and Mega Diancie is
And Mega
amazing.
Diancie. Yeah.
Speed
So
tier is what, Barracuda, then Mega Diancie at 110. Yeah.
let me look a little bit for tabs over here. So Bear Scoot is great. Thoughts on just dropping a point and getting my boy Gyarados, another Intimidator, a ground immunity, a sweeper. It's not as fast immediately, and it doesn't have flip turn, so you're definitely losing like momentum. But like,
I would disagree because of Tusk Necrozma. You want the flip turn into those mons.
that's fair.
You want to be flip turning into Gyarados.
True. Yeah, you want to pivot into it. You probably want a slow one so you can get a free DD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alright, we're pivoting with Rotom Heat, Barracuda, and Party Sacrifii, and then sacking Murkrow.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if the other team doesn't have hazards, right, and you have Sash Murkrow or something like that, you sack Murkrow, get your Sash, Tailwind, it dies, and put a U-turn on it, so that if they want to switch out and not kill you and set up, you get the U-turn.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Duraludon, Eviolite.
I like Murkrow more than I should.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's best of one. So you want to sack that to get Necrozma
True.
Tuskin, and they don't have a banded Tusk switch in, you have options.
Gosh. And like he has immediate damage. He has great
Yeah.
Diancie, Barracuda. Brew is immediate damage.
Yeah. And Brute's a check.
Sleep
Oh
on
my
one, but
gosh,
Crunch.
Brute's a check.
I love Brew.
Brute eats.
I know, dude. Super effective hits. He's the
Yeah.
spokesperson. You know, he takes 80.
Right? No, U-turn is the damage that kills him. You got Rotom Heat. You got Duraludon.
And Duraludon. Yeah. And Great Tusk. Like all three of those are
Yep.
eating a U-turn.
Yep.
Especially defense wise, he's not great. Duraludon's weak, especially Great Tusk.
Yeah, it does feel like Rotom Heat is the only one, and like AV Grafii, and that's not a SPDF.
Right. You can run AV Brew. I've done it before. Just max HP, and like if it's not like a stab super effective hit, you can usually take it pretty well.
Yeah.
But like, that's asking a lot.
Yeah. It's lacking, but this team gets carried by its top two. And then, like, I say that, but I really like Mega Diancie and Barracuda. So,
Yeah, I would say top three. I would put Mega Diancie up there. That mon's crazy.
yeah. Let's
I
see.
like the team. Aristos, he just had 1 point, I'm sure. But
Let's see. All right, so I guess now here's a question, because I think this is a top team. Would you agree?
yes,
Now,
top
I
five for sure.
brought up the Coco team. Do we think it's better than the Coco team?
Ooh.
Whew.
Pretty
Okay.
even.
No, I would say. Mainly because
Those top four.
yeah, I think the defensive core of the Coco team is better.
I would agree.
And the Coco team,
does-
this has more rocks and hazards than this team. Because if
Yeah,
you're
I
bringing webs, you're not bringing Murkrow. The Coco team does not have a mon that is such a liability that only has one job like webs or Tailwind.
I mean, the core of Lando Agron on that team basically solos Tab's team.
yeah. 1-to-1, yeah, I would say, yeah.
I would say this is like a close second or third, though. This is a really good team.
Yeah. Let's see. Do we think it's better than like the Terra Metagross team?
Bivs.
I don't know.
No.
So yeah, I would say this is like a top 3 team. I guess the next one we could kind of check is the Naganadel Crown team. Is this
Ooh,
better
this
than?
is closer.
Yeah.
I mean, God, I don't know. This might be slightly better. I do like its core options. Like, It's 3 or 4, I would say. These two are very close.
Yeah. Just the Necrozma is so darn awesome of a Terra. Getting it second,
At the same time, it's drafted for.
I don't know how we're seeing so many second round Terras. Like I feel like the 14 points Terramons like Metagross, Necrozma, Moth. Um, I guess those are really the only good ones, and that's why they're at the top because they're the top tier Terras. But they got second. Like, I thought some Terras would be so sought after that.
Yeah, you round one them.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
there are some mons that didn't even get Terra that are like.
we might have to take a look at that.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe we'll have to do another podcast episode later about fixing teams.
Yeah, I would.
But great, good team. I have it fourth. I moved up the Terra Metagross and Terra Crown team.
Tied third, fourth.
Yeah, definitely in that range. Next team. Ooh, interesting. We got Zapdos, Clodsire, Archaludon, Screamtail, Scissor, Mousehold, Politoed, Ludicolo, Basculegion.
Hell of a rank team.
It is a hard rain team. I am sad. Mega Scizor was picked first. Stupid bug team.
Yeah, where's Mega Pert? It's not drafted.
That is. Yeah, and
Mega
Politoed.
Pert is crazy.
I mean, okay.
Yeah, Politoed. Yeah.
It's just. It's cool. Okay, like all right. Let me think of the positives. Right, think positively. We got Zapdos, Hurricane, right?
Yep.
Cloudy Water Absorb for the counter water. Archaludon, Electroshock, shenanigans. Awesome. Scissor's not weak to fire. And you got Ludicolo and Terrabasket Legion. I don't think Last Respects is allowed. I
would be surprised.
I just want to make sure. Yeah, Last Respects is banned.
Imagine.
So hard rain team, and I think me personally, I will downvote this because it's not my playstyle. So it's kind of hard for me to be like super objective. I see the vision with the top three. I really, really like that. But if you're going hard rain, like we talked about, I feel like Terra Kilowattrel, no, Basculegion. Okay, I'm okay with that versus Terra Kilowattrel.
Yeah.
Like but Megapert, go a little harder into the rain team.
Yeah, if you're gonna go a rain team,
I have to check if Pelipper is drafted.
It might have just been a
Nope.
points thing.
Not drafted. Yeah, no momentum. The Politoed.
True. Zapdos gets you turn in.
Because then you're running like eject button, and then it's 4 turns, and then you are killing your momentum the second time it comes in, because hopefully you're getting sacked first turn, and then getting in Basculegion and Archaludon, things like that. But things like Claude, Zapdos, Archaludon are soaking up those turns, so you're going to want to maximize your rain turns, or else those things are not going to be in rain.
Also, outside of Zapdos, this team really doesn't hit grass types that well. And I guess Terra, Basculegion. But you'd have to Terra Ice or Flying because fire is weakened.
That's a good point. Claude's Eye really is not going to hit the grass types.
No, yeah.
If you get boosted with
Keldeo is
Archaludon,
available too. Like, I feel like as far as offensive rain mods go, like we could have. I feel like Screamtail, he's just like it's a good defensive mod, but I feel like you should have used those points to like invest in a better sweeper for rain, and then picked up some cheap bulk.
yeah, we might be sleeping on the Terrabasculegion a little bit. I think it's because Politoed is the rain setter. That's the problem.
It's not as I don't mind it as much as you do. Like Pelipper is way better. Don't get me wrong, but like it's kind of just there to set rain.
Yeah, but how are you getting Basculegion in with Politoed? You're not.
Does it not get the non pass?
Nope, I don't think so.
Oof.
I mean, let's double check, right? Yeah. So it's literally only eject button, and then you're not having your extended rain turns, and your top 3 want to roost, want to recover, want to set up your
Yeah.
electroshocks, get your defensive buff. Your rain turn's now gone, and Politoad's dead.
Oh, I wonder if that's why they went Screamtail, because it learns Rain Dance,
Maybe
which is, yeah, I definitely dox it because
rain
I
dance
also,
like the damp rock, then baton pass.
yeah, also not. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think
There's zero
top three are
breakers on this
great.
team.
I love the Terra.
Yeah,
Um,
no, it's Terra Basculin is
but
just amazing.
so between Basque Legion and Archaludon, just scrap those and figure out with the points how you can get Mega Perk or
And
Keldeo.
yeah,
Mega Sharpedo is still
mm-hmm.
available.
Like or like a Mega Pert Floatzel, go hard rain.
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean that's the whole point of going weather. Like
Yeah,
you're not supposed to half-ass it.
yeah, and if he
But yeah,
doesn't bring rain, just like a Scarf Terra Basculin Legion, and then his top five, um, it's okay. It's not top tier. Like he
it's
got
not
a
great.
bunch of 14-point mons.
True. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
Um, yeah, it's subpar.
It's pretty weak for
It's
sure.
better than the Terra Ursaring team just because Terra Ursaring is horrible. Change that Terra right now. This is we are doing this after the grace period. So you sat with Terra Ursaring this whole time and not changing it.
Dude, Alamomola is still available in the same tier as Screamtail. Claude is your special ball, and it's immune to electric type attacks. Archaludon resists grass type.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
you don't want more waters. You have 3 waters down at the bottom.
just lean into the rain.
Yeah,
Easy flip turn, too.
yes, but you're cooking a little too hard.
Ooh. Yeah, I
All
don't know.
right.
You would have to scrap a lot of those mods and rebuild.
Yeah, I feel like if we were talking pre-grace period, you're like, okay, potential, but
True.
after
Yeah,
this,
pre-grace, keep those like 5 or 4, and then, yeah, keep Scizor, too. Scizor's great, man, because duh.
yeah. But like I was saying, I don't know if you heard me, but zero breakers on this team. Everything needs setup. Everything needs, um, like
Oh, yeah.
the only thing like you
That's
talked about
Mega
grass
Knight's
types
good.
is Banded U-turn from Scizor.
True.
That's it. But
Yeah,
then
that's
what?
not
You have
ideal.
someone has a Moltres or another Flame Body Mon.
You gotta just drop a Draco with Archaludon, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great.
All right, we have like our bottom team. So hopefully this next team, because this is the last team that's going to be revealed, and then we'll kind of put them in together and then reveal the coaches,
Right.
and we'll see who I just flamed. But I like this because I'm just flaming, not knowing who it is, being like, oh, I'm not, disrespecting this
Yeah,
person. I
not
feel bad.
biased.
Yeah, because I don't know who it is besides the few ones. Um, I don't feel bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Last team is oh sweet, great top 2: Iron Valiant, Tinglu, Terra Salamence, Golden Go, G-Weezing,
Golden Go.
Jolteon, Pert, Mesprit, Masquerade. Fantastic! Thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
Saved the whole video.
this is a good team. Terramins, okay. I love the core of Valting with Golden Go, obviously.
Yep.
Duh. G-Weezing, one of, like, a super slept on wall. Jolteon, it's Jolteon. I love Pert. Pert
Yep.
is like
Pert's fantastic.
like not AV, but like you can't go AV, but like Rocks, Flip Turn, Great Mesprit, same thing.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
Masquerade, Intimidate, Defog. I like this team a lot.
Yes. Oh, amazing. Because you have Pert Rocks, Mesprit Rocks, but then you have the best setter with Tinglu, right? One of the best setters
Mhm.
of Hazards.
Yep.
But then, oh, I got Pert Rocks or things like that. I'm running Bandit
Yeah.
Tinglu. It's fantastic.
Also, all of your threats. This is what I like. Is it's like either A can be given items to be breakers, or all of them can also set up. Like you can run Specs Golden Go, you can run Specs Banded Life Orb Booster Valiant, you can run Setup Mints, you can run Specs or Banded Mints. Like it's you can really bring whatever you need.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the core. It's like Golden Go resists the G-Weezing Psychic. Oh, and then we have one of the best dark types in Tinglu to
Yeah.
cover that. Fire types, we got Pert. Um,
Yep.
Fighting types,
Got
G-Weezing. Oh, Golden Go. Oh,
4 ground immunities. Best team already.
it's pretty close. I would say Tinglu's only spiker. Okay, that's fine. Tinglu's one of the best spikers. Speed tiers: Val, Salmons. I feel like its speed tiers are a
Jolteon.
little. Oh, Jolteon. Thank you.
Jolteon's
Thank you.
And then Mesprit and Masquerain are both like 90 to 100. Something
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah. So let's see. Jolteon 130. Then it's probably Val at 116. Mence at 100. And then Mesprit at like 80 probably. Oh, look at that, 80. So not bad. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Speed tier's good. It's got the hazards. It's got the multitude of hazards that you don't have to bring the same hazards on every mon kind of deal. G-Weezing isn't a grounded poison, but let's see. Do you have defog? G-Weezing does, so you can run Levitate Blitz.
Masquerain as well.
Yeah, whatever. You're bringing G-Weezing as a check, but the core is so darn good, and then the core is so darn good to break everything down, and then Moxie Salamence for the win,
Yeah, I
and then
literally
boost your
can't
speed
find-
Valiant for the win.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
You
Each
have
of
to
those,
deal with
like-
Tinglu, Golden Go, G-Weezing, and Swampert, and then those 2 sweepers.
yeah, each of those 3 mons can be sweepers or just can be breakers. Like, you've got Nasty Plot, bulky Golden Go with lefties that can just set up in a weak mon's face. Like, yeah, I like this team a lot. I also can't really find a typing that it's super weak to. Like, I was looking at Fairy. It's not the biggest fan of Fairy, but it's Fairy type. No team is really great into Fairy. You have Golden Go, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Um,
and then your Terroring
But, like,
Salamence.
yeah, exactly. And, like, Golden Go's a pretty good check to Fairy types.
Seriously.
So I think you're okay. I like this team. This
I like this too. Okay. I guess the thing is, I don't think this is better than. I think the Coco Moth team is the best team drafted.
Ooh. After hold on. Flip back to the other one. Dude, they're
It's close, right?
The Iron Moth. I think the Iron Moth team is better, but they are very, very close.
Yeah. So then I guess the next thing would be this team versus the Enam Gouging. This team's better.
It is, yeah. I would agree. Yeah. I feel like this team just flows really well. Like, every mon you're in has, like, 2 mons you can swap into if you're threatened by something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Like, as far as, like, flow and pivots go, this feels like the best team. Like, I would love having this team because it feels like you're not getting anything.
Yeah. I think we have our top 5 pretty solid, and then after that we're like, so currently our top 5. I do think the Moth team. So let's bring that up again. Is number 1. But then we've got this Tinglu Val team. After that, we've got the Enam Gouging team with Terra Metagross. And if you have any input, like you think you want to change something as I kind of go down, let me know. And then we've got the Naganadel Iron Crown team, which is fantastic. Let's see, yeah, that everything looks right. After that, we've got the Great Tusk Necrozma team. That is 5th. So Terra Moth is number 1, Terra 2 is the Salamence, 3 is the Terra Metagross, 4 is the Terra Crown, 5 is the Necrozma. And then
I think that's pretty accurate.
yeah. You want to go through like the 6 through 9 because our bottom 3 is the Terra Beth the Rain team is 10th, the Terra Ursaring team, which is 11th, and the Bug team is 12th. So you want to go through 6 through 9 and kind of get those ironed out.
Yeah, we can fix those up.
All right. So currently, we have 6th place. We have the Terra Serp team currently, which is the Palafin Mega Charizard X. After
Which is a good team.
it's a very good team.
A little slow. Not
Yes,
speed-wise,
and
but slow in its power.
yes, exactly. It doesn't ramp up fast,
Correct.
or it ramps up fast. It doesn't break.
No immediate power.
Yes. After that, we've got in 7th, we've got the Terra Lucario team, Heatran, Gothitelle. Which, the more I look at it, and I'm looking at these top teams, I'm like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
So, then we got the Terra Armarouge team, which is Darkrai, Slither. Oh, I remember this team. This is puzzling because it has a lot going on, and it has a lot of, you're always bringing 4 Mons, so you don't have a lot of options. So you have a lot of options in the team, but you really don't have a lot of options in what you're bringing.
Yeah, it's deceptive in the options for sure.
Yeah, I do feel like it's just
I think
so
these are pretty
linear.
accurate. I think, what is it, 8 and 9? This one and the team prior, the
Pole low kicks. That's
no, not
oh,
that one. Sorry,
the Lucario team.
the Gothitelle team. Yeah,
Yeah.
the Lucario team. I think those two are like close that you could. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be upset at swapping one over the other. I think they're pretty comparable.
Yeah, but I don't think it needs to. Like they're
Yeah.
practically the same. Right? We have our top 5, and then we have the next 4, and then the bottom 3. Because I think the Pole low kicks team is good, but same thing where the Terra Superior team, which doesn't ramp up fast, this team doesn't kill when it gets the chance.
Yes, exactly.
So.
This is all front loaded.
And then yeah, so I think so. All right, so let's see. Let's pull up. I would say let me pull up the list here to show it on screen, and then we can reveal the who the coaches are, and then we'll get out of here. How's that sound?
Sounds great, dude. Let's see who we flamed.
I know. All right. Now this is covering the whole screen, so let's get this lower.
Yep.
Look at this beautiful editing that I'm doing live. There we go.
That's why he's a pro.
Yeah, totally. And then there we go. Now we can see every team. Those are the top 12 that we have. So let's see who we flamed. I have not pulled this doc up since like before. I kind of pulled it up briefly to make sure perms are right during the draft. I haven't seen nothing. We could go through like the draft board later, but all right.
Yeah.
Terra Salamon's team is Josh's team. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
That's
Really
good.
Team, Josh.
Switherwings is Tanner. We got that right.
Yep.
Slim is the Low Kicks Dragapult team. Okay.
Okay.
And yep, we were right about whatchamacallit, Daniel and the Bambinos and Necrozma and Crit Magnet. Let me take away these logos so we can see everything. There we go.
Yep, we were right about Crit.
I can see you in the mirror, Tasha. She's crawling to not get into frame, but you see her in the mirror.
Get out of here.
Covert Ops Army crawling.
So funny. Oh my gosh. I didn't notice that until she was backing away to look at the camera, and it's like right there. Oh, that's so
She
funny.
was trying to sneak by.
Yeah, she's trying to sneak in. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Next, after Bambinos, we were right. It was a Chris team. Palafin, Mega Charizard X, Superior. Donsky drafted the Crown team. Let's go.
Donsky was your team.
That's a fire team.
Oh, you were right about play.
Yeah, I knew that was that. I knew that. Okay. Number 1 team is the Sal.
You know what, Sal? A respectable team you drafted.
You know what's crazy? Is this team seems so darn top heavy and amazing. He still has 2 points left over.
Wow, that's insane.
Right?
It doesn't even seem that top heavy because he's got like really good late mons.
Yeah. And we were talking about other teams how they just feel flat, and
Yeah.
no teams have whatchamacallit points left over. Next, the Ursa-Rings. That's who drafted the
I see.
Ursa-Ring.
Yep,
I don't care. It sucks. Dayton drafted
The rain team.
the rain team. So
Hey, hopefully you watch this
yeah.
video because your team is salvageable. But
yeah,
you can cook.
no hate, but it's just
Yeah.
not great. I was right. Okay, it is JC. Of course, he comes in
That's
lane,
true.
just screws up everything.
There's no
Screw
saving your
you.
team,
No,
JC.
I mean, I get it. He probably doesn't want to play, and he's coming in to kind of help out and
Fill in the void.
fill in what happened. But still, I don't care. Stupid.
And then Biff, we knew.
And then
They've
and then
still
the
got a
Biff.
point left over.
I know.
Okay.
That's what's crazy. But
Yeah, we will definitely need to make a team cooking video. That sounds fun because I think there's some moves some of these could make.
yep.
But
Yeah, we'll do that, and then maybe we'll go through predictions and things like that. Try to run that and see who we think based on matchup.
Can't believe Sal had the best team. I'm sick.
That's annoying. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. We're not gonna hear the end of it. We're not gonna hear the end
Is
of
it
it.
too late to? Yeah, delete the bot.
Delete it. Just unplug the computer.
Yeah. Well, heck yeah, man.
But yeah, thanks for coming on. We got a good podcast, episode 1, and it's take a long time to upload, but those are the power rankings, unbiased, and we did not see.
Yeah, exactly. No hate, no flame. Also, no love, Sal.
Yeah, no love to Sal. No love to Sal.
But yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah.
Look forward to doing these more throughout the season. It's
Yeah.
kind of fun being a spectator.
No, it's great. Yeah, and then I plan on doing full like recordings of watching all the games, hopefully at one time. So if we get to do podcast reactions,
That does sound fun.
I'm not going to try to look at any. I'll help prep, but I won't try to watch games or look at kill counts and records. I'm just going to try to watch games,
Watch
and
it.
yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So,
Heck yeah.
all right,
Sounds like a fun time, dude.
yeah,
Look forward to it.
thank you for doing this with me, and get out of here.
Yes, sir. All right, see you, bud.
See ya.